What's going on, world? This is your boy Troy. I'm your friendly neighborhood NGTOW, and today I'm still working on my green screen thing, so hopefully that works out pretty well. But so here we are. In my last video, or depending on how I decide to upload this, hopefully see all three with the green screen shits going on. But I talked about my time at the club, the last time that I was at the club last weekend, and I ended up seeing a familiar face. I'm not gonna say who this guy was, but he was a fellow professional wrestler, and just honestly, real solid guy, man. I mean, real solid. I mean, physically solid. I mean, just everything was solid about this dude, man. But I'm not saying that we were like terribly close or friends. I mean, we were cordial, right? I mean, that kind of the way that we've kind of always been. I mean, he's been doing this a lot. He's been wrestling a lot longer than I have, and he's been like heavyweight champ and a lot of different feds and organizations and things of that nature. Like, just real. I mean, I don't know why he's not. Why he's not? I was gonna say in the league. I don't know why he's not in the WWE yet. But anyway, one thing I remember about this dude was his family. Right? I mean, he had, his wife, very cute. I mean, just when you think about like a cute woman, not like seductive, but just like that cute mom type of look. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, right? But when you saw them together, you were like, yeah, that's that shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you saw them, you were like, okay, at least in my eyes, right? Now, there are some relationships that you look at, some marriages, and you look at them and you just know, train wreck. But, they've been married for like 12 years, 2 kids, I believe. And even then, there have been times it shows, when we let his kids in the ring and they'd be jumping off the ropes and having fun and that type of thing. I mean, it was real cool. But like I say, we're cordial, right? I don't pry into his life, it doesn't pry into mine or whatever. But so we're all standing around talking, just dabbing, saying hi, and they start talking. Everybody's around and start talking, and he starts talking about an ex-wife. And I said, well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Starts talking about an ex-wife. And, how dirty she's doing him, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm legit, oh, shit. Ooh, almost tripped over the cord. I'm like legitimately confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? But I let him finish. Saying what they were saying, and I kind of enjoyed my free drink. And they were. I met up with him later on. I mean, he was just kind of sitting there alone, just chilling, doing his thing on his phone or whatever. And I go up and just like, hey man, what's going on? He's like, yeah, not much. And I was like, I don't want to pry. I mean, but I heard you say ex-wife, man. Like, is it the same girl that you were talking about? Like, is that the same? Like the same one that I used to see, helping out with, setting up the ring and, merch and all that other good stuff. Like, was that the same one? He's like, yeah, man. And I'm like, what? So he goes on to explain this story, man. And I'm going to keep the long story short, man. But married for over a decade, 2 kids. She's just pulling the dick move. She's pulling all the, like, every move every fucked up move that a woman can pull, she's pulling it or has pulled. No, I'm not talking to any dudes. No, I'm not this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Turns out not only was she like fucking with this, not only was she fucking around behind her husband's back, but she was actually fucking around with one of their son's friends' dads. Yeah. How fucked up is that shit, man? You know? And, you know, I mean, I'm asking him, like, you know, why? Like, what, you know, is there anything that he's like, dude, fucking nothing, man. Like, and that's the thing, obviously, you know, I mean, no homo, right? Good looking dude. Obviously, I mean, some wrestlers are in horrible shape, but great shape. I mean, shit, comparatively speaking, I mean, he shits on my body. He's just a great shape. You know, everything, like, there's, I mean, good job. I mean, this dude even talked about, yeah, man, like, you know, I put her up because I didn't want her to, you know, because she's broke. She doesn't have a whole lot of money. So, you know, you know, I did what I can because I love her, and I put her up, and I see, you know, I floated her at $5,000, you know, that type of thing. Because I didn't want her to be, you know, I just, you know, she's the mother of my kids. I love her, man. I don't want her to be fucking, you know, destitute, that type of thing. I'm like, hey, you know, I understand, man. So, you know, it's one of those things, fellas, that, and it really kind of helps solidify some things, man. Not that I'm saying I wasn't already there at the point when I was already kind of like, not wanting to get married or anything of that nature. But now it's like I said, and look, maybe this is just me blowing off some steam, man. I don't know. Where am I at on time? 6 minutes? All right, I'll try to go 10 minutes. I'm not going to try to talk your ear off with all this shit. But, yeah, this shit still kind of looks fucked up. Still spots. Well, we're going to, we'll fuck around with some things, right? But, you know, it's one of those things, man, where, you know, there are some women out there that, like I say, you see them coming from a mile away, right? You know, you see them, you know the thotters, you know, the when you see them. You just like, all right, I know what I'm getting into. Then the girls, you're like, I kind of don't know. And then there's the ones that it's just, and that's the way that they're built, fellas. They're built to slip right in under our radar. Right? They're cute. They're very, you know, this and that. And they slip right in there. All right? And have other niggas slip right in there. Right? And I'm pretty much done with the ironing this. So I'm just going to face the camera now. But, yeah, it's one of those things that, you really, and I'm saying this, you really can't trust any of them. I know some of you might be in a blue pill stage, a purple pill stage, where you're like, no, there's some good ones out there. There's this and that, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I don't want to go through the whole Nawal thing. I'll probably do a whole nother video on that. But, no, honestly, you can't trust any of them. Particularly not in this generation. I mean, look, like I say, am I saying you should completely just walk away from them, disband them? I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But certainly don't get married with these girls. Don't sign your name on don't sign no contracts with these girls, man. You know, it's just something that even if you do everything right, everything completely right, get a good, I mean, look, I'm looking at, and look, and this isn't just an isolated incident. I'm seeing this across the board. Understand, it's not just here, I'm seeing this across the board. Now, this is somebody who, good job, right? I mean, you know, it's not only good job, but I mean, a great, you know, good wrestler, great wrestler. I mean, dude gets TV time. I mean, you know, like local television, but you see him on TV. You know, he's kind of, depending on where you go, well-known guy, right? So he's got more social pull than, you know, most people would in their area. You know, good family man, great husband, really cares, keeps up with his body, just, you know, all that other good shit. And that still isn't enough. You got to think about that, fellas. You really have to think about that. We're in a time where, you know, women, their hypergamous instincts, their instincts to want to be with the best man is no longer, there's no checks on it now. So let's say before she would have had that, and that thought of, you know, fucking her son's friend's dad, that probably would have never even entered her mind earlier, you know, in a previous generation. Or if it would have, she would have been like, you know what, there's consequences to that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to break up my family. These girls now, no loyalty. These girls now, no. But, you know, I'm ranting. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with all this, and my mind's going 1,000 different places, but I at least wanted to bring something to kind of, I don't know, just get things off my head, man. If you know, go ahead and comment below on anything that, your thoughts or anything you want to just get off your head. And, you know, with that, I'm your boy Troy. I'm your friend. I'm your absolute friend. And I will see you on the other side. Oh, yeah.